let us go. So, don't know how many challenges we're going to get at this point in the night. But I try. Ooh, black. Good, good. Okay, so let us do the first 3 moves. So I have managed today to win this pawn, by the way. Just doesn't happen too often. Okay, so in this position here, what we can do, so even though the queen defended the pawn, I would consider to move the knight out. I know that the bishop can, that is kind of annoying. Do we care about the bishop? It's okay, we can. So in this position, we're now putting an extra attacker on the pawn on e4. That makes sense. So in this position, we actually even potentially, Carrie, have an idea. Maybe we can play knight to e4 or maybe knight to d5. And then we can try to ruin the pawn structure of our opponent. I don't know which one's better, by the way. I don't know. Maybe this one's safer, just so that the knight isn't trapped. I'm gonna do this one. There is this move, I just realized. So we could ruin their king's safety, but here's the thing. If we do that, Carrie, they could do something like they could do fake castling in this position. If this is played. So I don't know if bishop a6 is actually worth it. However, I think ruining the pawn structure is worth it. So let's do that. Let us get rid. We could get rid of the bishop. Okay, let's move the bishop back. So they have double pawns. And now what we want to do is we want to break into the position. Okay, so they're trying to create also a sniper bishop. Well, that's not very nice. So maybe now the question is, do we put pressure or do we do the pyramid setup? Okay, we're going to do a little bit of a different pyramid setup. Okay. Now okay. So in this position, Carrie, we should capture back with the pawn because number one, do you see how these are our weaknesses? So if we can put pressure on the weaknesses, that would be really good in the future. So I know that we're like ruining our pyramid a little bit. Now we can castle. We can move our knight to d7 and we can quickly start eyeing our weaknesses. So this is one of the reasons why we always teach about pawn structure. So especially in tournament chess, Harry, in tournament chess, it's your opponent is probably not, I mean, yes, there's going to be tactics, but if no one's making any mistakes, you have to rely on pawn structure weaknesses. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Is there a sacrifice able? Doesn't look like it. I don't see anything just yet. So maybe we can just continue on with our plan of going for this weakness. Okay, so this was a very fancy move, and it would work in other cases. How should we reply, Carrie? How should we reply? So the pawn moved to d5. What do you think? What's the bad move that we shouldn't consider? Right, and what's the issue with that? Taken away. Right, exactly. Very good. So very important that we take with the bishop. So this is why I was saying it's like a 50-50. It's an interesting move, but it was more dubious. It's a mistake. They are trying to, I mean, by the way, Carrie, do not do a move like this if there's a 50% chance that your opponent will see the correct move. Please do not make this move. If there's like at least 80%, I mean, even if it was 80% bad, like your opponent might do a bad move and 20% they will figure out the good move, I still wouldn't do it in certain cases. Okay, so in this position, I know that we only have 1 minute, so I need to play quick. But remember what I mentioned, weaknesses. So pawn structure weaknesses can help you figure out a plan in the game. So in this position, do you see they're not really having a good plan? Now, I know moving the knight on the side of the board, but that's temporary. Let's go here. Just want to make sure that there's no like, checkmate or anything. Now we have 2 attackers versus 1 defender. Very sad, very sad. Hope. Very sad for the knight. Okay. I mean, let's capture, and now we get the bishop pair. Sorry, I do pre-moves. I do pre-moves only for captures. Only for captures. So in this position, Carrie, before you just move away, remember we have away, block, capture, counterattack, and defend. So in this position, we could defend this way, which is actually not such a bad idea, or we can play queen c7. I don't know which one is better. Maybe, I don't know. They're both good. Let's play queen c7. Now we're attacking this pawn. Thank you. I appreciate the donation. Was there mate? No, there's no mate, but it's close. 14 seconds. Okay. Just don't want to get mated. It's very easy to accidentally get checkmated, by the way. That was annoying. Sorry, I only have 8 seconds, even though it doesn't really... I don't need to go for measly pawns. Oh no, this is really bad from their end. I am now gonna try to win that knight. 1 second. Oh my god, I'm so bad at speed chess. Sorry, I know that this is intense. I should be able to checkmate significantly faster, but oh well. Okay, so this game was quite good. I know it's not as smooth as playing it as white. I completely understand. The one lack of move, or like not having to be, or not being able to play the first move, is definitely can be very, very annoying here. But in this position, by the way, I do think if you can try to create the double pawns, because the double pawns is going to be like a pawn structure advantage for yourself. I know you might not even decide to play it as black, and that's totally fine if you feel this is more comfortable for now. But definitely in the future, once you do feel comfortable playing it as black. However, dragon is also not bad to play, but if you don't know the theory in the dragon, it's a little bit too late to play the dragon, because, I mean, you could play the classical dragon, but it's when you Oops, I can't even make the moves. Yeah, I don't know how much, because, you know, what I tell students that if you want to play the dragon, you just play the easier way, which is where you create the wing first, and then you quickly develop and whatnot. The other type of dragon that I play is actually the accelerated dragon. So I don't play D6 early. But yeah, that could potentially be something, but it might already be a little bit too late since you have the tournament is basically coming up. But okay, I know it's 886, but we're playing black. That's totally fine. Let's see if we can win the pawn again. Bishop comes out here. Are they really going to do the 4-move checkmate? Of course. See, the good thing about this opening is that, like, your first 3 moves, you're not going to get checkmated. Thank you. Okay, he's going to rage quit. I expected that. Well, what are you planning to do? You need to think before you make... I actually have no problem with people doing the 4-move checkmate, but like if someone is defending against the 4-move checkmate, maybe you should think a little bit more about it. But anywho... Okay, well that was a very simple game. That's not going to happen at the Grand Pacific Open. 1400. Oh, play G6. Oh no. Okay, so by the way, this variation only works if G6 gets played. So what I tend to do is I tend to like, these are still the generic moves that we're going to be doing. Now, if they do play G6, we're going to immediately... Now, the annoying part about this is when they don't play E5 so early, is that do we make the decision? Do we play F4 now? And do we like just go into that setup? Or do we wait? That's the question. Do we wait and then go into the pyramid? So a little bit annoying that we have to make this decision. Well, let me ask you, Carrie, what are you in the mood for? To play like kind of the dragon setup, or do you want to just do the pyramid? Sure. Let's try F4. F4 is not bad in this position at all, actually. So now you can play knight F6. I don't know what this move is about, by the way. Okay, the bishop comes here. By all means, we can push the pawn and attack, or we can play bishop E2. I don't know. Let's play H3 and just see what he's all about. If they go here, by the way, I think we win with the bishop. I think. Queen takes. I'm not worried. Everything is protected. I don't know what this queen A5 move is about. Oh, it's to allow E5. Okay, sure. Okay, that is totally fine. Actually, you know what? Let's capture and just open up the game. Don't place your bishop here. There could be a future fork. We could just play bishop E2, and there's no issues at all. And we can castle next turn. I heard Joanne went somewhere for competition, right? I think she went for a team competition. Maybe it was Olympiad, under 16 Olympiad or something. I don't know. But it's really fun to play international tournaments. Okay, so in this position here, knight moved here. We can castle. Just remember what was protected. Everything is protected here, though. Before you castle, just remember, even your king is a protector of some sort. Okay, what do we do here? Okay, so we don't have any extra points. Okay, so in this position here, this move, Queen A5, you're also going to notice in one of the videos that I sent you that someone also played Queen A5 with the same idea. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to just play A3 and B4. Just chase that queen away. Queen is going to stop defending the pawn on E5, even though that is... Okay, the queen can go here. Not an issue at all. So in this position here, we can play... You know what? I just want to play D3. Now, let me explain, Carrie. So if we play D4, I don't really like how they have E4 and they can create a backwards pawn. E5 looks good. Let's just develop our knight. So see, we have like that other type of... Okay, that was a good move by the opponent. That was a good move. That was a good move. Yeah, I guess I didn't have enough time to like stop the pawn from going to B5. This is kind of annoying. Oh, I might have to play... Oh, I'm so sorry. I might have to play pawn C3 in this position. Okay. So, Carrie, when it comes to chess, you please remember that sometimes plans change. So maybe this seems like a good... And maybe the computer, by the way, maybe the computer is going to say that that was a better move. What I think we should do is capture here. And do you see how this is a backwards pawn? So backwards pawns can be easily attacked. So yes, we are not creating an open line. So we're kind of breaking the rules because I know most of the time you want to create open lines. But, okay, so H6, rook goes here, by the way. We don't mind. This bishop is defending everything that we need. And now guess what? Oh, they just gave away, really? They just gave away the pawn for free. I was hoping that we were going to try to earn it. You know, that we were going to have to fight for it. So, Carrie, if the rook moved here, the plan was to literally start ganging up on the pinned piece, starting to move the knight here and here, if they were trying to defend. Okay, so in this position here, rook takes. I mean, queen takes. Why not queen? Because we're up points. Let's do queen. Queen trade. We're going to get the rooks. So we know when we have an extra point, we want to trade queens. And now this pawn is very weak. So we double up. Now we want to go to the 7th rank. Don't worry, I'll play a longer game and then ask you questions. Or could get you to play on your account. And then, actually, that could be a way. Maybe after this game, we can have you play on your Chess Kit account, and then I can observe. Rook takes c6. Okay, so in this position, let's do a skewer. Actually, is this a pin or is this a skewer? I don't know. It's both, right? The knight and the bishop are worth the same. Okay, so we won. Oh, that was a cool move. I didn't realize that this one was... That's okay. Oh. Okay. What is going on here? Okay, protect the pawn. Ah, that was a good move. That was a good move, actually. Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous right now. Okay, so I'm really sorry. My time. Yeah, he gets this pawn back and it's a tie. So I apologize. That was not very well played at the very end. That's okay. Game review. Yeah, so I'm not a very good chess player when I am losing by time. Okay, so there was a blunder. Okay, e5 next. Okay, this was a mistake. Okay. Bishop takes e5 was a mistake? How was that a mistake? Oh, a takes b4. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh, okay. So I guess in this position, what they wanted us to do was just take the pawn on b5. Knight takes b4 is best. This wins a pawn. A takes. So this one was better move. Okay, so we're still, yeah, so in this position, we're still winning. So my apologies, my apologies. I know that in the end, it was still a tie. But yeah, no, this person was playing quite good. They're from the US. Nice, nice. So that was the main mistake in this position. Okay, let us, so how about, what we can do is, how about you, why don't you go on Chess Kid, and then I will observe your game.
What time?
Like maybe 10 minutes. Don't do 15 because we might not have time for 15, but I will still. Yeah, I know that they might not accept you immediately.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I see that you're still searching. It should. Sometimes when I like press, try 15, it's fine.
I already got it.
Oh, you got in. You got in. Good, good, good. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, so they are playing d5 variation. Let's see. They could still transpose. Okay, so this move, do not worry about this. What you can do is you can start off with playing either knight f3 or immediately playing pawn e3. It's up to you. I know that this is a very weird move. So I do recommend you to play e3. You want to try to break into your opponents. That's fine. So what move do you think? We can try to remove the defender, right? Of the d4. Of the d4 pawn. Very good. Good. So bishop b5 is commonly played regardless. It's only when a6 gets played that you don't really play that move. Okay, that's fine. How can you try to remove the pin? Carry. Good. Okay. Very good. And now the knight on c6. Okay, what should we do? Good? Good. So see, we're not winning the pawn on e5 this time, but it's on d4. So it works out. Okay, good. Good, knight c4, perfect. Yeah, I mean, we're just absolutely crushing this person. I would go straight for the king. What's a good queen move? I kind of like queen c6 maybe, because you want to go for checkmate rather than... You could take on f7, by the way. It's just queen c6 is going to lead to mate, I think. And then just figure out how you can get your other pieces involved. So where would you want your piece to be teleported? Exactly. Very good, Carrie. Perfect. Good job. You know, I was trying to get Joanne to play the Nimzo-Larsen, but she didn't really want to learn too much theory. But there wasn't even that much theory at that point. Yay! Okay, good. Good, good, good. That worked out really well, actually. Okay, no, that worked out really well. Can still play another one. I don't even think that there was anything that we need to look at. Okay. Okay, there you go. I am seeing your game. Perfect. Yeah, you can play b6. I'm watching. I'm watching your game. I just can't watch it from the side. Actually, can I? Can I flip the board? Nope, I can't. Yep. Bishop, good. Good. First three moves. Good. So we still want to try to win the pawn on the e file. How do we... Very good. Good job. So I know it's tempting, but if, Carrie, if they play bishop d3... Oh, okay, well, they didn't. Just don't play f5 if bishop d3 gets played. Good. Just remember, you have to be careful if a pawn moves forward. Just have to be careful, like one move, careful. Oh, they didn't even do it. Okay. It's up to you. You can like bring out your knight, or you can put your bishop back where it used, like, it's up to you. I like bringing the bishop back because if you played pawn d5 a little bit early, Carrie, I don't know, you might trap your bishop a little bit. Okay, ask yourself, why did they make this move? They're trying to win what of ours? Knight f6, very good. It's very important for you. Whenever d4, d5 gets played, you immediately bring out your knight. Very good. Okay, so knight f6. If they capture, it's up to you how you want to capture, but I usually capture with the f pawn because then you have a half open f file. But okay, what is going on here? Okay, capture. What do you think? Good? If you capture with the d pawn, you're going to lose your ability to castle. Your opponent might bring the knight to e5 and create some forks. It's not super ideal. Good. Good. So just be very careful, Carrie, when you're playing this, like your e pawn is very weak. So just be careful. Like you can't play like d5 without weakening your e pawn. So, okay, what is this move? Knight to g5. Is it very scary? Is this sacrifice scary? I don't... no, I don't see anything, Carrie. You should just chase that knight away. If he captures on e6 with the knight, he'll get a check. But other than that... Okay, what is going on here? So he was thinking that he or she was thinking that they could sacrifice on e6. If the bishop captures, then we still capture back. There's no more fork. So we trade queens. I don't know. Full curly toe. I would really not want to have a curly toe. That would not be great. Actually, if you have a curly toe, like you probably have, like, or curly nail, you probably have like an infection on your foot. But anyways, okay, what do we do here? So in this position, this starts getting a little bit tricky because if you push your pawn to d5, you're going to create a weakness on e6. Yeah, rook e8. Yep, okay, good. Sorry, I forgot, yeah, at the time. Rook e8. Okay, yeah, we could consider maybe playing d5, c5. I really want to play c5 before bringing out the knight to c6, though. But if we play c5, then maybe the queen will go to d6. Not 100% sure. Okay, so knight goes to e5. Okay, so knight goes to e5, attacking. Okay, yep. Okay, what is this? Interesting. Don't play king h7. You're just going to put your piece under. How can we unpin? Is there something in trouble? Maybe. I think you can just play knight to d7. Knight b to d7 should be fine. Should be fine. If it's not fine, then it's my mistake. But the idea is maybe we can play d5 and then e5. And then we're going to have a really good chess position. We're going to have a really, really good position if we can play d5 and e5. No, we can't do it anymore. This person is being mean. Okay. Sorry, just give me a second. Okay, so right now, yeah, I think we might have to play d5 in this position. Sorry about that. I was just thinking. It's okay. Our pawn on e6 is a little bit weak, but as long as now we can play c5 and maybe chase that bishop away. Good. Now we're gonna try winning the bishop. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, so I know how tempting it is to play like d4, but we can't play d4 just yet. Very frustrating. What you can maybe try doing is playing like maybe a6, and then like c4, b5, trying to trap the bishop. I don't know. Or queen c7. So now we're like threatening to just make the bishop a horrible piece. So maybe just playing c4 and then b5 and just completely blocking off the bishop. So then we can play like with an extra bishop. The knight on g6 is a little bit annoying though. I'm not 100%. Okay, let's just trap off that bishop. Let's just play c4 and trap him. And guess what, Carrie? You can start thinking about like maybe bringing in, I don't know exactly, maybe knight e. Oh, you could also chase away king h7. Try king h7, chasing away the knight. And maybe we can see what the plan is. Knight e5 is probably going to be played. Oh, I just made... Okay, so in this position here, do you see, Carrie, you want the bishop... If we push our pawn, we could win the bishop, but the bishop has to be defended. So I'm wondering, maybe we can set something up. If the bishop on b7 is defended... Oh, that's sad. Okay, fine. I got so excited by that move. Maybe play queen b8. We have an extra point. Maybe we can try trading. Good. I know that this game seemed a little bit simple in terms of like we ended up winning the pawn. It ended up like working out. But of course it's like what happens when we can't. Okay, so now you can decide. Yeah, in this situation you can decide whether or not which one you want to keep. Oh, now you can play e5. Yay! Our pawns. Just don't over push your pawns, because you see how your d pawn is protecting your c pawn. So okay, so in this position here, what do we do? Just secure your c pawn, Carrie. You don't want the bishop to become a better piece, right? You can secure your c4 pawn, exactly. Very good. And then we can always push d4 after. Okay, so what they want to do is they want to check our king. I mean, is that something for us to be worried about? It doesn't seem like it. It's up to you. You can play rook d8 or double up on the e file. I don't know. There's flexibility. You can play on. Good. Good, good, good. We're good. We're doing good. Everything is good. I think you can play like d4 now. Your pieces are defended. And now you want to play d3. If you get a chance to play d3, you're winning. Like the rook is out of the game. The bishop is out of the game. And the only way for white to get rid of the... Wow. That is crazy. we have a very, very strong position right now. And if they don't do the right move, their bishop is going to be trapped forever. Okay, that was a good move. Oh, that was actually a better move than I thought. That move kind of hurt. It didn't hurt in terms of that we're going to lose or anything, but yeah, you don't want to lose the pawn on e5, so you're going to have to play like rook e7 or something. So the reason why I'm saying is that I didn't realize that they had this move because, okay, that's okay. That's, by the way, it's totally fine. Yeah, we can push forward, exactly. Or there was also knight g4 check. Both are totally fine. I actually kind of forgot that we had so many defenders on e4, so very good. Oh my god, what is he doing? He's allowing us to play d3. Just play d3. Oh my lord, look at those pawns. Sorry, that's very satisfying if you can get 2 passed pawns. It is extremely satisfying. Wow, this is such a cool position. Okay. I think you already know what the next move is going to be. Like, what move was this, the rook to the side? It's creating a pattern. Look at the 2 white rooks. If I could teleport a piece, I don't know what that move was about. Now we are absolutely crushing. I don't know. I think that they're going to potentially resign. Yeah, so Carrie, you can, why don't you just put your camera off or whatever? I'm just gonna invite the rest of the, just while you're still playing. No, it's just I thought you might be more comfortable. So yeah, definitely finished up this game. This is basically winning at this point. Awesome, very good. So I am gonna send you, so if I can't upload it on YouTube, I'm just gonna send you an email with the videos, and I will also send you the video of today. So actually I can stop recording.